give up praise to Yahweh Shah, Rajul Pop Dush, and double honors to Apostle Great Millstone. And today this video is going to be on Jacob's struggle. So I'll start off with Jeremiah 30:7. It says, "Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, when he shall be saved out of it."
And you go, what's that day of trouble? That day of destruction that's coming. You have the mark of the beast coming. That's the day of Jacob's trouble. The dollar bill collapsing, famine of the word. We have pestilence going on, but the main thing is that destruction of nuclear missiles that's going to come, because it's going to be a time that we haven't seen before. We haven't seen that type of destruction over here in these states. We see mostly like shootings. Some of us are seeing gun shootings. You know, we hear about the school shootings and things like that. But missiles, destruction and things like we haven't seen that time to come yet. So that's something to look forward to, or not look forward to for us. The minute the Lord will look forward to it, because we know that's a step day towards the Lord Yahweh Shah return, to try to help deliver us out of these trouble.
It's a trouble. All these fight each other all the time, of course. What's going to happen? This thing is back there that was already about to fight. It's Jacob's trouble.
Yeah, more on that.
No, it was there. Yeah, get that Daniel 12.
I said 12 and
1.
This Daniel's 12 and 1. It say, "And at that time shall Michael stand up, the great prince, which standeth for the children of thy people. It say, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was since there was a nation, even to the same time. And at that time thy people shall be delivered, every one that shall be found written in the book."
Yeah, because the times that's about to come is going to be the worst times known to man. You know, nothing that we've seen before is going to be comparable to these times. You know, not 70 AD, which a lot of people don't even know about that. But you have the Baltimore riots and all these Tuskegee, well, not Tuskegee, but the black market, when they bombed that shit, 9/11.
Right. Anything that basically it was a big sacrifice. You know, and that's why I had to be shown something to sacrifice to show you that these horrible times are coming, and like they do everything on a little scale first, like what's going on over there in Venezuela, things like that. Where even with the mark of the beast over there, I think it's what Sweden have like a cashless society going on, I believe. And that's all the examples on a little scale before they bring it to a mass scale. You gotta see how it works first. That's how you experiment. So now that they see how it's gonna work, like you say, it's gonna be a time that's gonna come over here that we've never seen before. You say keep going on that.
That was pretty much it. You could get that Jeremiah, and we could get Ezra.
Everything's going to be real. Every time when I see these helicopters, but before all these helicopters wasn't flying so close. Now I'm starting to see them more and more into the future. And all I picture it is basically the amount of time that we have left until America's destruction. When it gets lower, the Dow crashing, it's going to be destruction. That's why I picture it when these helicopters get low. These helicopters going to dive down. That's the destruction. This is Jeremiah 43:11. "And when he cometh, he shall smite the land of Egypt, and deliver such as are for death to death."
And you got different ways of down here. You know, you were just talking about the helicopters. You know, the Lord always sends an example, man. But it's you know that show 1,000 Ways to Die.
Right.
In America is known as the Valley of the Shadow of Death, man. You know, as soon as you step out the house, man, death is like clinging onto you. Your next breath could be your last breath here, man. You know, like somebody probably just died right there, man. You know, they got a rescue fire truck, you know? Yeah.
Like I said, hey, like I say, that's an example. If Jacob's trouble, somebody in trouble right now. That's why they had to call 911 to get that help.
No, it's still more on that.
It says, as such, as are for captivity to captivity.
You got the concentration camps.
They say them Walmarts. I've been hearing a lot of talk about these Walmarts going to be some of the target places. Matter of fact, I had a dream about it before where we was in a warehouse running around. You had people, but it was weapons store and things like that. You had gates where people was gated off. It could have been from a movie I was watching. You know, you watch some of these movies out here. The last thing on your mind before you go to sleep sometimes will be that image that can get painted. But at the same time, it's still a picture of what I've seen. And I think a couple days later, I probably seen something on social media about it, talking about the Walmarts gonna be turned into those concentration camps.
Yeah, when you transfer some of the words in Walmart, it means mark law.
Okay.
You know, martial law.
Military academies, jails, schools. We are in captivity. Actually, all around is captivity.
Okay. That's a great point. The whole world is bondage. No matter where you at, whether it's inside a building or it's just outside being in this captivity. Like right now, we doing this and we're in bondage right now. But
Like,
yeah,
let's say in schools. Because, you know, at certain ages, they claim that you're still too young. Like, let's say there's a girl. You can't touch them a certain way. That's how it is here. You can't, you have to have one wife. You can't get many wives. It's just like schools. They have those type rules where everything just gets messed up.
Hey, while you saying the one wife thing during the time of Jacob's trouble, that's when because it say that a time that no man have known before.
Right.
A lot of these women are going to start coming to run to the men of the Lord during that time too.
the Isaiah 4:1.
Yeah, Isaiah 4:1 and Isaiah 30. I think it's 31 and 1 or 30. But you got if you got get Isaiah 30. I think it's 30 and 1. Woe unto them that go down to Egypt for help. Because that goes into this thing also. And you got Isaiah 32. I think it's 2, where it talks about a man shall be covered from the tempest.
You got the rebellious. They say they walked down to Egypt and not asked at my mouth.
Yeah, that was Isaiah 30. Yeah.
Isaiah 30 and
1.
I started 1. It say, woe to the rebellious children, saith Yahweh, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with a covering, but not of my spirit, that may add sin to sin. It say, that walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. And that's what they were doing. That's that worshiping other gods, false gods, following after other idols that's not worshiping, following the voice of the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shah.
And that's what they're going to do now.
God, they're going to flee. To run to the so-called white man, try to get help, calling 911, things of that sort, where they not going to be able to help you because them police going to be at home trying to protect their family and things like that. You know, you're going to have the other ones that's going to be in charge of the camps. You know, but like he say, you taking counsel as of somebody else, and that's what we doing. That's not what we doing, but our people are doing to this day, worshiping in the false image that so-called Jesus Christ. That's a vibration of a so-called white man. Great.
Isaiah 32 and 2.
All right.
Yeah.
This is Isaiah 32 and 2. And a man shall be as a
Covered. A covered. Yeah, it should say covered.
It says, can't.
Right.
Like a cover from the tempest.
And a man shall be as a cover, placed from the wind, and a cover from the tempest.
Was that talking about like when a tornado happens, you know, and like you go to like the lowest part of your house to try to get some type of shelter.
Right.
That's how a man is going to be. A man of the Lord is going to be during the time of Jacob's trouble. You know, because a lot of these women are going to come running to the men because the Lord is going to bless those men that did what He said. You know. But these other people out here, they're going to be running around crazy, man, like a chicken with their necks cut off.
They're going to be running to and fro and not going to know where to go at. Who to praise, who to look to for help.
Yeah.
That's what we was trying to tell that guy. Hey, you need to fear the Lord, man. That's the one we need to worry about. He's the one who can kill you, bring you back.
All right. And let's touch up on some of this second Esdras, you know, and then we can end it.
Start at 1.
Yeah, you can start at 1.
The second Esdras 15 and 1. It says, Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I put in thy mouth, saith the Lord. And that's what we doing. We out here speaking before people, letting them know what's to come, what you have to look forward to through the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. You know, because it says speak the words of prophecy. So that means we need to be out here telling you every future event, the destruction that's coming, and that should be common sense to a certain extent, because for all us, we went through school and what we learned in so-called white man history about everything they was reigning and taking over and things like that, all the empires that fell. So you should know that this empire going to fall because of the way it was built, off of wickedness alone, off the rob, rape, and murder and bloodshed of the Lord's chosen people. It say, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. And cause them to be written in paper. It was written in paper. They was written on these scrolls. So it was scrolls back then. So write them down so we can understand it. And then the same papers today that's just been worded on a mass scale, I should say, so they can stretch across the four winds of this earth, so everybody, all the Lord's people can get it and can teach and prophesy that word. It say, fear not the imaginations against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. So we're not worried about the people who come up against this Bible. We're not worried about you scoffers, because it say roughly there shall be scoffers in the last days, scoffing after their own lust. And that's what they doing. They following everybody else's philosophy. We following the hopeful elect, following Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah, the words and prophecy of this Bible, because it says it's faithful and true. And anything we can pull out of this Bible is an example of what's been going on, what's happening. Deuteronomy 28:6-8, prime example. He say you're going to go into slavery by way of ships. That's a fact, because that happened. So that's why we don't worry about what people say to come up against this.
And jump to the 5th verse.
God. It's 5. It say, Behold, saith Yahweh, I will bring these plagues upon the world, the sword, famine, death, and destruction. And we see that now. We see the sword. What's the sword? The modern, anything that's a weapon of death instrument, pretty much. From the diseases to what we had, cancer is the new death and destruction. Because pretty much before it was AIDS, now that's been a covering. Now all of a sudden it's cancer. You know, the chemotherapy is what's killing people. The sword, the modern day gun, is killing people. Famine is people starving in the streets. The GMO foods are bad, horrible. We dying from eating that. You say, what else? You had death and destruction. That's pretty much self-explanatory. It's a lot of death and destruction from these things coming daily. Go ahead.
I remember the days of Moses, the 10 plagues, Pharaoh in Egypt, the 10 plagues that the Lord had sent.
Hey, and that's what we saying some of them plagues today. A lot of people getting bit up. You had what the mosquito, what was the virus called? People dying from getting
West Nile.
God, West Nile virus. AIDS. All those are different plagues, man. Like I say, cancer, that's the new AIDS, new plague. $1 trillion industry, man. People dying there. This 6 it say, for wickedness have exceedingly polluted the whole earth, and their hurtful works are fulfilled. And every man, like I say, this whole earth is polluted. From the air we breathe to the food we eat to the ground we walking on. This shit is polluted, man. It's unhealthy. It's killing our bodies down, man.
And when it talks about for that hurtful works are fulfilled, okay, it's talking about when a lot of this wickedness is accomplished. Like, for example, the police kill another so-called black man. You know what I'm saying? Like that means that you done push the people to the limit of, you know, starting this race war. Okay, or a terrorist attack happens. You know? Next thing you know, the so-called white man is going to run this regime to try to come at the men of the Lord as if they're the real terrorists. You know, so a lot of the time of Jacob's trouble, when with Jeremiah 30:7, when it says that the Lord, but Jacob shall be saved out of it, that's talking about the elect.
Right.
You got a scripture out?
Yeah. This is Ezekiel 22 and 1. It says, moreover, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, now thou son of man, thou judge the bloody city. Yeah, thou shalt shew her all her abominations.
And that's what we're doing now. We're showing her as America, all the abominations. You know, the plagues of Egypt, all over again with the brother was just reading. Homosexuality, which we was going into, heavy. Those are plagues, man. High blood pressure, diabetes, you know. And the main plague is Esau, so-called white man. It's a plague.
Woman, like so-called black one, they killing people too.
She's a plague.
Yeah, we coming upon the times where the so-called black woman gonna be eating their children. That's during the time of Jacob's trouble. You know, that like the scripture say, like a time no man knew before.
Yeah.
You know.
These niggas are they're filled with the plague. Esau and these niggas, Esau walking proud, and now these niggas are walking proud. The plague has spread.
Yeah, they're gonna be, man. We coming upon times where people are gonna be eating roaches, which they already eating shrimp and shit. You know, so that's
Say they already eating.
yeah. But they about to really be digging in trash. You know, you see these people. You might look at a homeless man. You know, he digging in the trash. But these people really gonna be digging in trash, looking for food and shit, man.
I see people who do it on it. I got a guy I work with, and at the job I work with, he was a full-timer. But after so many years, he's making at least $35 an hour plus. And then, you know, when they get in the stock and everything. This man at least sitting on $1 million, but I see him come by and check the trash. We can walk by, have a box of pizza, or half a pizza away in the trash. They come by, grab it out the trash, and go in and eat it. And he done it numerous of times. He really go around searching, man. You know? And that's the time we're going to be in. I say he's doing that now, and everyone. Just imagine a time where we may be in that position. Doing that.
And there's been quite a few people been doing that.
Yeah.
Millionaires begging for money.
Hey, if you could jump up to the 15th and 16th verse, and we can, unless you got a scripture, 15th and 16th verse, and we can end it on that one.
That's just right.
Yeah.
There won't even be any food in trash when the time comes, because no food is going to be sold. So if there's going to be no food sold, then what's going to be in the trash? Nothing but items.
The tree's gonna be bare. When that famine comes, people gonna be boiling leaves, man.
like Golden Child.
Yup.
Yeah, eating them
Leaves.
leaves.
Hey.
Famine, man, is no joke. And that guy that was earlier was talking about he don't fear nothing. You better. A famine come.
Oh, he
The
gonna
day of atonement get rough for some brothers, man.
come.
You can't eat or drink. I ain't gonna lie. It get you.
Yeah.
You afflicting your spirit with that. And it ain't that you can't do it. I've done it numerous of times. But when you're told not to do it, that's when it becomes harder.
Right.
It's mentally.
I think, yeah, because I believe I naturally do stuff where I may not eat, but then I will drink.
Yeah.
But at least you almost practicing.
And you can do it if you want.
Right.
Man, I can get one if I want.
Right. You know, because I could go a whole day without really eating food
yeah.
that's within my spirit.
I do that all the time.
You know, like almost like a natural fast. Like
Yep.
you just don't have to take. Matter of fact, I was doing it a couple days today. Yes, I haven't really eaten food. I ain't had no taste.
Yep.
So I just drank water. So it was almost like a mini practice.
Yep.
When I was fucked up on that medicine, those you know those pills.
Yeah. Mother gave you.
Right.
Earl used to eat.
Yeah, you skinny and shit, man.
Rank just spaced out.
Well, that's why I had to stop that shit.
Hey, and like a lot of these children that are on that Ritalin shit, you know, during that time they can't get that prescription medicine, man. You know, the little children, the badass children with the silver caps in their mouth.
Yep.
You know, they gonna be going crazy too, man.
Really
You know?
calm down. The treatment for that growing up was an ass whip.
Or go out and run. They don't even have the activity.
All that stuff. Thomas Jacobs Trouble is gonna be like a devil's playground, man. You know, and that's probably the title of.
That's probably the title of this video.
You know, the time of Jacob's trouble would be the devil's playground. You know, but you got it out. We can end it on that one.
Second Ezra 15, jump down to 16. It say, for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another.
And that's what's going to happen. People going to be cut. That friendly neighbor next door, you're going to come down to your door with that shotgun pump. Okay, you're going to kick your shit in, man. Okay, because he ain't got no food. You going?
Mr. Jim next door.
Yeah.
It say, they shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall stand in their power.
And they're gonna go after these mayors and governors and stuff like that. You know, but go ahead.
God, that was it on that.
The next verse, you go ahead on that one.
It say, a man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able to, and that's that martial law.
And why would he want to desire to go to a city? Because
Right.
his city's gonna be fucked up.
Right.
And he figured he can try and flee, go to the next city.
And an example of that is a movie called The Colony. That's a great movie, a series to
Colony.
watch. I can't
Yeah,
wait
when they
for
was
it.
hiding and the thing came
Man,
out there.
things going on, and then if they had a curfew
Y'all
where
going today?
if you're not in the
little change in this cup.
if you're not on pretty
I ain't
much
got
if
much.
you're not in the house by a certain time with the curfew, they had drones searching, and the drones will shoot you down.
Please.
And that's the times we're gonna come to. That's why I say Barry's gonna think city's gonna be blocked off. You're not gonna be able to enter in these other cities. You're gonna have to stay where you at. And these are times we're looking forward to, times we ain't never seen before.
There's not gonna be no phone calls or any of that stuff, man.
Not gonna
You
be able
know?
to do anything.
But that's that we can pretty much wrap it up. You know, on that one, you can wrap it up, Bob.
On that, we get going crazy. I got some shot. Got a shimmer from Dutch and double honors and pounds of great notes. Shalom.
Shalom.